This is a Denon RC975 for an AVR 2805. Nothing particularly remarkable in any of these, apart from the fact that this remote does work. Volume buttons are not too bad, just wait for that relay to click in. But it's just getting harder and harder. You've got to press the buttons a lot harder than when the remote was new, so particularly powering it off. I really got to press that hard. Now it does turn off, but I think there's a better way. Let me show you. Now all remotes are variations on a theme. Some have screws, like this one. Some just, you need a spudging tool. I use the end of an old butter knife. And I've rebuilt, not hundreds, but many dozens of remotes since I've been tinkering with electronics over the last couple of years. But this is the first time I've ever had the courage to open up my very own. But I'm going to do this and show you and demonstrate how effective this is. Okay, here we go. Let's get the remote apart. Now this one's not too bad, as in it doesn't seem to have a lot of crap in there. These contacts are a little bit dodgy, but really what we're looking for, and actually you can see here that there are a couple of screws at the head of this remote, so I'll take those out, put them somewhere safe. It's actually looking pretty good. I have to remember which way is which. That's pretty easy. Place that down. Now this applies to absolutely any remote control. This one comes in two parts. And because this is mine, I know that it's been treated pretty well, but there's still a bit of crap in here. And so what we do first is I'm going to take this into the laundry, give this a bit of a scrub, get rid of the crap that's in amongst all the buttons. Then I'll show you my magic sauce for recarboning these contacts, and that's what this video is all about. Just a bit of warm water, some cream cleanser, anything will do. And I've got a tiny little wire brush, and I'm going to use that to get in the holes of this remote. So you can dump these in, it's fine. And all I do with this is run it through every single hole. Righto, so this is my magic sauce. This is basically, it's pure carbon, pure carbon. Well, it is kind of, it's graphite. So all you need is, this is ground up graphite, and I use this for lubricating things like drawer slides and things like that. And I'm just going to put the tiniest amount. There you go, it's probably more than enough, although we do have a lot of buttons on this Denon remote. And then all I do, and you can see that I've already dampened this with carbon on another remote control. So I'm going to sit the buttons in. There's only one way that they go for dummies like me. Make sure they're all seated properly. And I've tried using this. This is a 2B pencil, and you can apply a bit of graphite like that. And this, I've had limited success with this. It's not too bad, but this way, using basically pure graphite, just dip a bit on your earbud, and then successfully go through and just paint it on. And you can see that as you do, you get a nice little sheen on the back of the buttons. If the back of your contact plate here is dirty, you can clean it with isopropyl alcohol. I don't need to do that for myself, because I know that this one is very clean, because I know it's come from my house. And I think the remote controls that I've picked up in the past and cleaned, the reason that some of them are despicably filthy is because people eat on the couch. Don't eat on the couch, that's what tables and chairs are for. Be sophisticated, be grown up. So of course the aim of this is to significantly improve the conductivity of these contact pads. The great thing about using this method is it's really simple to see if you've missed any, because the ones that are done have a very, very silvery sheen to them, and the ones that are not done have the original black rubber. And the ones that are less and less conductive, basically they seem to go a more of a shiny colour. And I'd say it's because the original contact pad at the back loses its conductivity. It gets a bit hardened, and maybe it gets pushed into the remote contact too often. Now I did end up just giving this a very, very quick wipe down the back of it, just with a bit of isopropyl alcohol. Probably didn't need it, but I did pull this apart in another 20 years. Now I'm going to give a lot of credit to Denon for their remote controls, because Denon have clearly made an effort to make their remotes as user-friendly as possible. Beautiful. Batteries. Give them a twist to make sure the contacts are good. There we go. We've got power. Let's take it inside. Beautiful. Just the lightest touch. Oh, glorious. Absolutely fantastic. Now, the off button was really hard to press. Oh, the gentlest of touches. And that, tubers, is how you do it. Now, I happen to have a couple of different types. I bought this, it's quite expensive stuff. I bought this years and years ago. Wow, $10, so expensive. This is cheap stuff I bought from eBay, about $4 or $5 years ago. Just takes you forever to get through it. If you're a real tightwad and you don't want to buy any, you just want to make your own, get a lead pencil. Make sure it's the highest B rating you can. In Australia, 2B is 2 black, and you can just get a tiny little file like this. And basically, this is the same stuff that's in the containers. So all you got to do is use some sandpaper or an old file. There's your graphite. Easy peasy. That's all you need.